Good morning. Lewis Knox is here to do a bit of fencing for me. Chippers are coming to chip some wood that we chopped down just not that long ago. They're going to chip that, take it away. The cows all escaped this morning, or a pen of them anyway, fleeing about the farm, so that was a rude awakening this morning. There we go, just make sure the cows don't escape again. So, new fence that's going in is, you see there's a strainer right there. So it's basically going straight down the hill from there, and then there's a gate going here. And it's going to pen off all this area. Which isn't a huge area, but it just gives me another bit of pen to segregate things into. I just need to fetch the digger to just level off this little bit. I just never got back to it the other day. It is lying just over there. From that little bit of water there, up the hill, and then along this bit of grass up to the top. Big shiny gate going in. They use Ritchie gates over in Forfar. So there's one going in there, and there's another gate to go in at the top, and then a fence between the two. Anyway, I just need to run up to the yard. The guys are here to do some wood chipping. I need to finish off this little bit and level there, because there's fence posts going in there. Looks like there's been a cow in my creek feeder. Bent a flipping bar. Who was it? Which one of you? Bandits, man. Maybe it was the bull. He wouldn't fit. Couple of lorries here now, there's one more to come, and then the chipper's arriving just any time really. It's meant to be about 9:30. The boy said if it's got the right stuff in front of it, big logs, it can fill an Arctic in 15 minutes. That's lorry number 3 just arrived now. These guys are used to going up all these forestry tracks and roads with those big Arctics, so actually our yard is quite big for them. Fencers have just grabbed the digger because they've got a bit of some stones to shift out of the road to put some fence up, which is fine. Under the new gateway, I'm just digging a wee trench here to bury the electric wire. All our fences have an electric top wire to keep the cattle off them, stop them rubbing and breaking them. And in all the gateways, an insulated wire gets buried underneath to complete the circuit. Right, this bit's done now. This gorse was right up. I mean, you couldn't get through this gap with a vehicle. You couldn't even get through with a Can-Am. I was going up and over that way. So that's all pushed back. We've drawn a bit of material out the banking there to widen the track, because then the fence is going to go about there. Anyway, that's now fit for a fence and a vehicle. I think the chipper must be here now. Left the digger down there just to backfill that little bit. This machine is making seriously light work of all that. That last lorry was probably 20 minutes to fill. It's Angus Biofuels who are chipping it. So there's that stuff, there's that heap, and then there's a bit on the far side of the sheds as well. First lorry's away. They've actually sent 4 lorries, but I think 2 might take it all. That thing is a monster. What are the tyres? 650 by 65s. 42-inch rim. Diamat 2000 or something it's called. I don't know how many ponies are in the stable on that machine. It's an absolute weapon. Right, they're away off to a heap down by that tank. I was trying to find them more to do to try and fill up another lorry, but we've not got enough. There's not going to be enough to get anything in the 4th lorry, so there'll be 3 lorries worth. Steve, who's driving the chipper, he's actually a friend of mine's brother. I recognised him. 700 and something odd horsepower, and to buy one it starts with an 8. Serious bit of kit that. I don't want to know the hourly rate. Right, we've got a calf, that one over there, that's going to run up here, run up there, in the trailer, out to the field. Just going to shut this. Right, think it's going to go in there and up. I think it'll jump out. If we get moving, it won't jump on the move, or it shouldn't do.
So what will we do?
Yeah, get your belts on. Stay there, calf. Don't even think about jumping. No, no, no. Ah!
How did it jump?
Here's Jim. Jim and Lewis are putting in this fence. Jim's boy, Toby. Shout out to Toby, he's watching the videos. Good man. Dad's putting out a corker of a fence. Fingers crossed anyway. Although he's found a solid stone there.
Oh, good. You get for it to open.
I know, an easy one.
Can't you wait on
Yeah, cheers Jim. Jim, alongside the others, has put up pretty much all the fences on this farm. He's done a few bits along the road at Gloagburn. I've got a few more bits to do. Fences are not cheap to put up, but I have kind of thought, do we invest in a chapper? But one, it's finding the time to do it, and 2, like the expertise. You know, phone Knoxfield and say I'm needing this done, it'll be spot on, it'll be poker straight, it'll hold stock, and it's done. If I went and got a chapper and said, right, we're going to do that bit, that bit, that bit, finding the window to get that bit of fence done or not, at least phone them, it's done, it's a good fence, job done, on to the next. Are you getting the gate? I personally have done hardly any fencing, so I have not much experience at all. Wouldn't stop me going and doing it, but a few more bits to do and then we should be kind of set up and running, and then it's just kind of maintenance from there on. Good job. We've got the helpers for, how long we got you for? An hour?
Yeah.
Right, get your belts on, come on. That's the 2nd chip lorry away, Stevenson. I'm not sure where they actually ended up putting any chip in the 3rd lorry. Right, I've been and fetched a big trailer. To the right. Just don't jump through that back. No, 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 no. The trailer's needing a wash. You can tell whose calf it is anyway. Right, Coo. You want your calf back? Here you go, Cav and Coo. Reunited. That calf's getting wired in for a drink. Cow's got plenty of milk for her. What colour Gate Lassie hoodie would you like? Pink?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you a pink one. When do you want it?
I don't know.
Soon?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. She's still meant to calve, but I don't think she is in calf. She's 15-year-old, that cow. I've split all these up. I just need to check these calving dates from last year. That one on the right there, just searched her up. She calved on the 4th of June last year, so it would make sense that she's going to be very late this year.
What does PD mean?
Pregnancy diagnose. So we scan them to find out if they're in calf, and it's called PDing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you.
Do the cows have friends?
Yeah. Cow number 1. So your job, what I'm going to do, I'll give you this sheet. I'll tell you a cow's number, okay? And you need to find it on this sheet, and then you need to tell me what its code number is. So that's the tag number down the left, all those big numbers. That's the code number there. So you need to find 2569. Yeah, so what's its code? What's one of these?
J13.
J13, right, okay, so now we need to find it. So we need to find 2 of them that have J13 on them.
Here's the J13.
You got one already?
Yep.
Good. Right, now we find the other half. There it is. So you give me those 2. Take this one and hold it up next to the scanner. This way, Freddie, see this bit here? Hold it next to that. There you go, it's beeped, that's it. There you go, that's the EID popped up. And then we can put the cow's number in there, which was 2569.
2569, yeah.
Yeah. There we go, and now that cow is in the system, and now we can give her this tag. And then every time she comes into the crush will know exactly what cow's in there. And we can give it treatments, logs it to this cow. So what we can do, get rid of that, and then this can just go into the same hole that that one came out of. There we go, J13. Right, next few in you go. 1, 2, 3.
1586.
1586. Can you find her?
K20.
K20. So my helpers have gone. I'm gradually getting all my cows tagged up with management. This is a little bit hard to read because I wanted all my cows to get on the same page, so small writing. What is she? 1821. 1821. She is J11. J11. She's one that I've done already, but with the wrong pen, so it's faded off. You can just make it out K23. The final coup. Someone else's 27 is my E2. E is 2014. So she's a bit of an old girl.
So this is a strainer. If you don't know, we're going to tell you what it does. So the strainer, it's more powerful than the other post, like that one there. The strainers go on the corners because they're a lot more force on the corners. Okay, and this metal bit here is called the hylox. Rylock.
That's it.
Rylock, I mean. These are stobs and they've not got that much force on them than the strainers. You call this a post, a stob, or a stab, or anything else.
Freddie's asking, why did I not get him to ask you what the strainers are called, or what other people call strainers, because I don't think anyone calls them other than a strainer. Let me know if you do. Does anyone else call them something that's not a strainer? Whereas a stob, that gets called a lot of different things. A stob, a post, a stab, there'll be other words, there'll be loads of them. Freddie wants to know. Freddie wants to know, don't you?
Yeah.
While they're filming that, I'm just putting up today's video. There we go, so the Rylock is up and in position all the way up. Posts are all in, top wire's in, bottom wire as well, and then the Rylock's still to get tensioned. And then electric top wire around it all. Gate's in there, just need electric wire to be buried. That gets some spurs of wood across it, 5 bars or 6 bars. The ryelock doesn't come up to this post so that that post stays solid square for the gate lining up against it. Strainers that have tension on them, okay, yes, there's that spur there to hold the tension and it will do a good job, but eventually over time that will creep this way a little bit. And that's fine. If it creeps this way a little bit, just tighten it up. It'll just end up with a little bit of a kink on it, but it just means this post doesn't start to kink this way, and then you don't get misalignment in the gate. That keeps that all solid, and that's not going to budge because there's 0 force on that post. There is obviously the weight of the gate hanging on that one. You do see quite a few people, they put a post in here, cut it, and then you can kind of lift your gate on top of the little square post, take the weight off that strainer. But it's a 12-foot gate, it's not a monster gate, it's not too much kind of moment pulling that strainer this way. Whereas there's significantly more tension going to be drawing that post that way. By the time you tighten, that top wire is individually tightened and then you've got the whole of the ryelock pulling it that way. Anyway, happy days. That fence should be up and running by tomorrow, so we'll get some cattle in there with a bull, and then we'll have another set of coos in here with another bull. Okay, I've got this motor which is off the wood chip boiler, and it's sheared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not sure if that one's sheared as well, 5 of the bolts that hold it on. Absolutely fantastic. So need to try and extract them. Hopefully it won't be too tight. First attempt is drill and chap something into it to try and get it to bite. Second attempt will be weld a nut in the end and screw them out, just avoiding melting the seal for the bearing. This extractor bit actually worked for one of them. I've used them once and I thought they were a heap of junk, but for things like this that aren't necessarily tight, they've just happened to shear from, not from turning force, but from vibration. They're actually not awful. That one's just bitten straight away. I've one more, forgot to drill that one out. I've always maintained they are awful, and I still don't think they're amazing, but for a light application like that wasn't tight, they did the job. They have a wee drill bit on the other end of them that is god awful though. Fair enough. So we'll clear out these holes and give it back to Alan, who is currently servicing our boiler. We had a breakdown, and obviously he's repairing stuff at the moment, but he's also servicing it at the same time. We'll just give these threads holes a bit of a clean out. That went significantly better and quicker than I imagined. Rarely goes that way. Studs out, cleaned out, give them a bit of oil and then a blast with the air gun. Just need to negotiate getting home without getting Gate Lady's car covered in oil. Otherwise I'll be hung, drawn and quartered. I'll be on the wrong side of the grass. And on that note, cheerio. See you all tomorrow. Don't forget, what do you call a post, a stub, a stab from your part of the world?